Hello everyone, so I'm here today to do another video for my single life paths. Now I had a request for someone for me to do a particular life path, 358, and I did that life path and I thought maybe I could do other requests from other people. And then I noticed, well, over time actually, that I've had a lot of questions about karmic debts. So I've just posted my 145 karmic debt video, and today I'm doing my 191 video. Not doing them in any order because I always do my videos in order, so I thought I'd mix it up a bit. So today is my karmic debt video for 191. Now 191 can appear in your life path, and then it's like a big influence on you if it's your life path, or it could be your expression number, your soul urge number, and even your birthday number, and sometimes it appears in your cycles as well. So let's get going on what the 191 karmic debt actually is. So when you have a karmic debt, it comes from bad behaviour, badass behaviour in a previous life. Now I've got 2 karmic debts in my core numbers. So my soul urge is a 167, which is a karmic debt. And my expression number, 145, is also a karmic debt. So 2 out of my 4 core numbers are karmic debts. And I did 145 first because it's the one that I've really thought about the most for my expression number. But this one, why did I choose life path 191 next? I don't know. It came to me. So let's get started. So you get a karmic debt when you do naughty things in a previous life. Now this particular karmic debt was, well, let me start with breaking it down into the numbers. So if I first look at the negative side of the 1, which you have in double here, the 1 here and the 1 here. So in a previous life, you may have been quite selfish, self-absorbed. Maybe you were, I mean, you're not going to be all of these things, but maybe you were overconfident, bit arrogant, you know, thought you were something big and great. You might have been a domineering and aggressive leader, abused your power a bit. It's sort of using your power for yourself and your own means, the negative side of the 1. You could have pushed people away, been a bit overly independent, because the 1 can sometimes push other people away and think they can do everything by themselves, not ask for help, and then ending up standing alone without any support as well. The negative side of the 9 is lack of integrity, ethics, doing things for your own benefit rather than for the benefit of others, using money for yourself, conning people maybe even. I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, remember this is a karmic debt number. I don't want you to be upset by me telling you this. If you do have this in your core, we all have negative in our core. So please don't beat me up. Anyway, you may have misused your power again in the 9, the 9 and the 1. Could misuse their power, misuse their wisdom even, manipulate other people for their own gain. So these difficulties, the negatives in the 1 and 9 that you had in a previous life, caused you to abuse your power, abuse your wisdom, maybe tell people things that weren't true for your own benefit, maybe being a calculated dictator, bully, hard-ass leader that don't listen to anyone else but themselves, stamping on others to get to the top, or just basically taking what you want at the expense of others, but often with a like a veil of I'm doing it for you. Okay, so there was something in a previous life. Now sometimes these elements are going to leak into this lifetime because it's how you were in that previous life. However, if you have a 191 life path especially, you're here to put that right in this lifetime. So you might show little elements of being a bit aggressive, or sometimes you might be a bit selfish, or sometimes you might have even been a naughty boy or girl and had a lack of integrity. But, you know, it doesn't make you a bad person. You know, we all stuff up. I've got 2 karmic debts of 4, so we're all naughty sometimes, you know. And, you know, we come to put things right in this lifetime. So before I carry on, I do a slide on life path expression, soul urge, because they're the big really affect of numbers in our life. They're your top 3 core numbers. But I've mentioned the birthday number here because it's often overlooked. Now, I tag the birthday number onto the life path. It's like an added sub-lesson to add flavour to your purpose in this lifetime. So if 191 is your birthday number, there may be small elements of bad behaviour in your past that you need to put right in this lifetime. So it's just a smaller issue if it's your birthday number, but it is still something that is a weakness within you, and it adds to whatever your life path is to add flavour to your life path and put an edge to your purpose. And it is obviously something that you've struggled with, otherwise it wouldn't be your birthday number. Right, so life path 191s in their previous life, and it may leak a little bit into this life, maybe not. And some of these that I talked to you about here, there may be some of them that you can say, yeah, I do that sometimes. On other ones, you might say, no, that's not me. So when I read through this list, I'm not accusing you of all of them. You know, you could have been a con person that maybe manipulated people, or you might have been a hard-ass leader. You might not have been both, you know. So look at this list here and like be honest with yourself and how you think you may have been, or maybe you show elements of that in your path now. So maybe you don't like asking for help. You might consider other people to be idiots sometimes. You know, it's very indicative of the 1 and the 9. So you don't listen to other people because you think you can do it all yourself. And sometimes the 1 and the 9 can consider asking for help as a weakness, but we are all interdependent. So this is one big issue, or one of many big issues that the 191 deals with. But, you know, you don't listen to others. You don't want help from others. However, you seem to be quite hypersensitive to the opinions of other people, and you can be quite emotional and take things the wrong way, and it can end up isolating you more from other people, you know, and you can judge yourself and other people quite harshly and negatively by ideals, worldly ideals that have not been filtered through your intuitive wisdom. As I say, there's nothing wrong with having ideals as long as you reconcile them with reality, and of course you funneled them through your intuition to even know whether they're actually a good ideal or not for humanity. You may have manipulated people for your own gain. You might have been a bit egotistical, false bravado, quite narcissistic and self-centered. So you could have been any of these things in a previous life. Aggressive, hard-ass leadership, appear angry, impose your opinions on others, you know, domineering and aggressive. You will do my will. You may have been like that. And this may be leaking a little bit into this lifetime. So have a think about what, you know, elements of the 191 life path, if this is your life path, might need dealing with more so in this lifetime. You forget the needs and feelings of other people. Remember, you're all about yourself, independent, selfish, self-serving. This is at the worst, by the way. So, you know, please don't think I'm insulting you. Steal the limelight, look at me, aren't I great, focus on my success. You may have self-imposed obstacles though, personal struggles that you try to deal with alone because you don't like asking for help, and this causes emotional distress and anger and causes the loop of bad behaviour even more because of your personal struggles. You know, sometimes overconfidence, you think you've got all figured out, opinionated, throw your weight around quite a lot, or on the opposite polarity, extreme underconfidence that might be medicated with addictions, you know, being unable to assert yourself, or spineless, lazy even, directionless. You know, fiercely independent or overly dependent, thinking everybody can look after you, you know, you can just sit around and be looked after, or fiercely independent to the point where you won't even let a hairdresser cut your hair, you'll do that yourself too. And a lot of emphasis on your ego and how you look, and you're quite sensitive to others' opinions. Now, this comes across as a really negative thing, but, you know, like I said, You know, none of us are perfect. You know, I've got 2 karmic debts in my core, and if this is your life path 191, it's you're here to put this right in this lifetime. There might be elements of what I've just said that leak through into this life, but nobody's perfect. Goodness God. You know, none of us are perfect, you know, so don't take this as a personal criticism. This is your journey of discovery, evolution, and putting things right to help you evolve in a better way. So these are the difficulties you may have in a previous life, well, you did deal with in a previous life. Not all of them, maybe some of them, because, you know, if you were all of these things, you would be pretty bad. You know, so you could either have been a con artist or the dictator. I'm not saying you were both. So it's just something where you've abused your power, abused your wisdom, and abused your leadership, if you know what I mean. So think of it along those lines. And again, there might be elements of that still trickle into this time, because remember, you're still on that journey of putting this karmic debt right. So the elements or the points below, I can talk today with the squares next to them, are what the 191 energy is at its best. So if it's your life path, the 191 energy, it's that you're working towards the points below. And if you tag your birthday number onto that, again, that's more points that you're working towards. So think of your life path and birthday as you're working towards these points. But for your expression number, this is your talent. This is what you already have within you. And you just need to make sure you're manifesting that talent to support your life path. Or it could be your motivation. Maybe you're motivated by the 191 energy, and these points below are what motivates you. I couldn't talk. What motivates you and what really raises your energy. So to be the best 191 you can be, to smash that karmic debt, you need to channel the wisdom from source energy, live by higher principles of integrity. Basically, do the right thing, not just for yourself, but for other people too. No one's asking you to do everything for other people. You've got to look after yourself too. But, you know, work with good intentions for the benefit of other people, not just yourself. Work in creative service, intuitive healing, or use your creative artistry to help people to heal and improve their well-being. Remove your focus from yourself onto others a little bit more. Listen to others' opinions, more selfless service. Lift up others and celebrate their success rather than celebrating your own, because the 191 at its worst can be quite self-serving and, push themselves and lift themselves up. But a 191 at its best lifts others up and celebrates their success and supports other people to be successful. You live and you act with integrity and ethics. People know you have integrity because you show it in your everyday life. You're productive. You've got a healthy sense of achievement and independence, which doesn't tip into fierce independence or workaholism. A balanced work-life balance and a balanced sense of interdependence on other people around you. Live and act in a way that promotes the well-being of others. Use your intuition to tune into others a little bit more. Then you can assess their need, and it will help you on your journey to improving others' health and well-being. A healthy sense of interdependence, as I've just said. Give help and ask for help. You know, your 9 energy, you struggle to ask for help and you end up standing alone very often. You know, we need to balance that out to help you achieve your life path. And, you know, if it's your expression number, you're going to have this ability in abundance. You know, you're going to be more interdependent. You know, you're going to have a healthy sense of interdependence. So, you know, if it's your life path or birthday number, this is a struggle for you, you know. If it's your expression or your soul urge, it's your talent and your motivation going forward. So, expression. When 191 is your expression number, you're more confident, you're more independent, but in a balanced way. You're hardworking, but in a more balanced way. I mean, you're going to struggle sometimes. No one's perfect. No one always manifests their talents. But you're more likely to be balanced in independence and hardworking and balanced drive to, you know, innovate and create, but without letting it get too obsessive and affecting other areas of your life negatively. You lead collaboratively to help you achieve, and you achieve your leadership with balanced personal power. You don't force anyone to do anything. You don't get walked on. People follow you because you're just so darn charismatic. You're better able to be interdependent, to ask for help and give help with integrity. You focus more on others' well-being rather than just yourself, and support others towards success. But this is when you're manifesting your talent at its best. Again, you might not always manifest this talent. You've got practical business skills, you're expressive, you're creative, you're inspiring, you're intuitive, but with that, you're also strong and resilient. You're amazing healer, storyteller, artist. You're like the savior. You come across as like, when you're vibrating at your best, you're like the person that lifts people up from the mire and just brings them somewhere great to cheer them up and help them feel healthier and better, really. Inspiring, charismatic leader, better able to balance personal power and consider the impact of your actions on others. More able to have a healthier sense of interdependence. You're still going to be a bit aggressive and selfish and self-promoting, because the 1-9 energy is very strong in that. Nobody's perfect, remember. But, you're going to be more sensitive to your power and your aggression, and think about others that little bit more. And your personality from that's going to be more magnetic than a life path 191. And you're more likely to attract others and guide others by positive example. So remember, the 191 is a karmic debt, and yet it's a talent if it's your expression number. Soul urge, heart's desire number. If the 191 is your motivation for this lifetime, you have a strong desire. You get that little burn and fizz inside you of excitement when you get the opportunity to set goals, achieve goals, be productive. And you love business success, achieving business success. And the idea of that, you want to do that. You want to stand on your own 2 feet, to own your own business and be strong on your own 2 feet. Be an entrepreneur and earn money for yourself and be free. You like to be in charge, you like to lead, but you've got to take care, because the heart's desire, the 191, is a little bit dominating in their relationships, and they like to be in charge. And this can be an issue sometimes, because nobody likes to be dominated all the time. And there are some people that will be very averted to being dominated or told what to do by someone else. And the soul urge 191 really does want to be the dominating energy in any relationship, and may push that a little bit too hard at times. And that can cause problems in your relationships. Okay. But you want happy relationships, and you want to give and receive help. You just need to take care that you don't try and over control, meddle, take over people's lives and dominate your relationships too much, so that you almost disrespect the path of other people that you're dominating, because you're not letting them live their path. So take care about that if your soul urge is 191. It's prevalent whether it's in your life path and expression as well, but I see it a lot in the soul urge 191. You love to celebrate the success of others, support others to be successful. You love to be the applaud, the person that stands there thinking, look at that person's success and I helped them get there. You love that feeling of helping people to get to the top. You want to do the right thing. You want to be ethical. You live and act in a way that promotes the health and well-being of others. This is what you want to do. You may not be manifesting it, but this is what makes your heart sing. And that, when something excites you, you get that little fizzy feeling in your tummy. That's where that comes from. You want to lead, but you want to lead by collaboration, not fear. You want to ask for help and receive help. And, you want to realize and know that we are all interdependent, and there is absolutely no weakness in asking for help. Actually, the opposite is true. Asking for help actually shows how strong you are. So remember, the soul urge can be a little bit dominating and upset their relationships quite a lot by trying to take over. But you have an amazing desire and a motivation to be productive, independent, and to be happy. and celebrate the success of others and help others in this lifetime. So use that motivation and soul urge to help achieve and support whatever your life path is. Now, I hope you found my karmic debt video useful today. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and click that bell icon. And you have to click the all button, otherwise you won't be kept up to date with my latest uploads. If you like this video and you found it really useful, please smash that like button. If you want to book a reading with me, or you want to ask me a question, or you want to order a video, ask me for a video, because I do video requests. You can contact me by emailing me. You can leave me a comment on my video. You can contact me on the social media links that I'm going to put in the description box. And if you want to learn about numerology, check out the description box, because I have a link to my Udemy course which will teach you all you need to know about numerology. So, as ever, guys, trust the soul within you. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. See you soon.